Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting match of round 4 of the Touhou Survival Open. I'm IHNN. I'm joined here with FamilyTeam and Marbles.
Hi there. What's up?
Hi.
And we have a crazy double feature for you right now. First up, we have ADDEDOGE versus IZNZI, and then right after this will be the undefeated Seisumo versus Chicken Butt XD. We'll have people talk about that match later. For now, this is a really important match. These two players have both lost once. One of them's dropping to 2-2. Would you believe that going in?
Someone has to lose, Sally, but how can someone win if winning means that someone loses? Well, some deep philosophy here at Touhou Survival Open, but yes, 2-1. One of these players is going to be on their last stand coming out of this match. 2-2. You need at least 3-2 to survive this, which would give you a lower seed. Dangerous players to have potentially a lower seed on the bracket phase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course, what is TSO? Why are we talking about groups and brackets? Well, we have slides. The Touhou Survival Open, TSO, the Touhou Project Survival Tournament, where you can compete across almost any game in the series. If it's a whole number game, that's not a versus game, and doesn't have weird gameplay mechanics, and has 6 stages, you're good.
So not SOEW nor GFW.
And not FW either yet. Anyway,
Wow,
this
we
is
have
a high-level tournament. Yeah, high-level tournament. We're going, and this is the highest of high-level play. Both players today are capable of pulling out some truly incredible runs, especially given the one-credit nature. Because, you can check out these links on the screen for information if you're curious. But next slide, please, because 1v1, no resets. You get one run. Whatever happens, that's what happens. And these players are still pulling out incredible runs. Now, this is cross-game, and so how do you compare that fairly? A lot of effort, a lot of comparisons, a lot of theory crafting to result in a set of penalty scores that are different for every game, every shot, that can distill the run down to one number that can be easily compared. The lowest score wins. Bombs and extra conditions count as 2 misses the first time you use them. We're not seeing that today.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You can say that about the other matches, but yeah, this is 2 players here, 2 of the best players. We have ADDEDOGE, who pretty much only goes for the super hard, difficult shots in this series, and IZNZI, the runner-up of last year.
Yeah.
So here's every match that we've had so far, so we can talk a little bit about how each player got here. As mentioned, these players are both 2-1, which means they took 1 loss. Neither of them lost in round 1. In fact, they had the second and third best runs of round 1. IZNZI getting a Solo Remilia 2 miss, which was second best run, and ADDEDOGE doing PCB Reimu A, also getting a 2 miss. In round 2, ADDEDOGE pivoted to double dealing character Reimu B and got a 4 miss, which is the second best run of that round. IZNZI had the third best run with a Yukari 6B 2 miss. Now here's the crazy part. That was the third best run of the round and it lost because Real Winter pulled a PCB Sakuya B 1 miss, knocking IZNZI to 1-1 in round 2 in an upset. That was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Then round 3, IZNZI did bounce back with the best run of the round with a Magic Team LNN over Shodan. What was ADDEDOGE doing? Reimu B 5 miss in DDC, a very strong run, 5th best of the round. Except ADDEDOGE has had the misfortune of going against Seisumo with an SA Reimu B 1 miss, which was the second best run of that round. So the worst rank either of these players have had in a round is 5.
Yeah, really strong. And yet here we are. This is unlikely, but there is a scenario where either of these players loses this match and the next one, and they don't qualify, which is weird to think. Well,
I suspect ADDEDOGE is going to stick with DDC Reimu B, but And part of that is because it's just what they've been playing, it's what they're comfortable with. Which, by the way, Reimu B is not a good shot in DDC. If that's what they're playing, we will go into that, and you will see just how weak that shot truly is.
Definitely.
But it matches up very well against Imperishable Knight. The math is such that if you're taking one of the teams or one of the good solos, you are, in the case of a 3-miss DDC run to a 1-miss IN run, unless you're solo Remilia, the DDC run wins that with 2 additional misses. And it only gets worse from there as you add misses.
Yeah, we were discussing this before the stream, but why don't you give me your opinion in IHNN? What do you feel is the merit of the undercut here for IZNZI? Could he go for it, or is that not worth it? What do you feel?
There's really 2 choices that IZNZI could do, and I know, just based on what they did in the playtest, that they've already looked at this, they've already calculated this, and they're going to make the decision they think is best. Solo Remilia is a strong choice if you're confident that you can get an LNN or 1 miss with that, but that second miss is going to hurt if it happens, because that loses to 4 miss. The other option is to really undercut and take one of the worst shots and either go solo Reimu with the intention to go final B, where you have a 0.7 base, kind of undercut by just over a miss, or you can go solo Alice and take 0.8. I think either of those could happen, but I think IZNZI is most likely going to take the consistent Remilia play, especially if that's what they've been practicing.
It just hurts because everything hinges on this. The future of their bracket hinges on this. It also depends on who they're fighting next time. What we're about to see, the concern now is this match. So let's go there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
Oh, here we go! We have Marisa!
Yeah.
Marisa A!
Marisa A! The back undercut from ADDEDOGE!
And Solo Remy! I have a huge Solo Remy, bias. I love Solo Remy.
Oh, that's so painful, because that immediately undercuts everything. ADDEDOGE can 2 miss, and that beats an LNN.
Oh god, it's so funny. We're talking about IZNZI doing the undercut. We didn't talk about ADDEDOGE doing the undercut because it doesn't make sense, but it's what happened.
No, it also does make sense, because ADDEDOGE does have experience with both of the bad DDC, like the really bad DDC shots. It's Marisa A.
But this is like so much. This is too much.
Honestly, it's a very smart strategy.
Yeah,
it's a smart strategy to so.
Marisa A does have some very nice advantages over Reimu B, because that flamethrower does do a ton of damage if you can be very close to the boss.
Yeah,
this
like
has
RNA.
value. Yeah, RNA is a big problem for Reimu B or Sakuya B, and it's just not with Marisa A. There are places where it's an advantage. However, you don't have range at all, focused or unfocused. You're Marisa, so you have the big hitbox, that does matter. And you also fight Ben, and Marisa A Ben is so bad.
Yeah, you need homing for Ben, and that's not all, because Marisa A's focus shot is so bad, even if you bottom hug, you can't reach all the way out to the screen, so you also lose DPS if you're bottom hugging.
Okay,
meanwhile, as IZNZI did, When
you
you're
know.
pretty experienced with DDC, Wakasaki Hime is not really a problem. Spell 1 can give you some funny situations sometimes, but I would be surprised to see ADDEDOGE die here. I'd be shocked if there's any deaths before Movement Canine Teeth, honestly.
Yeah, but
same
you know,
here.
one
But,
chance, so anything could happen. But yeah, tell me then, what do you feel then is the merit of this undercut from ADDEDOGE actually?
It's protection against IZNZI pulling an LNN again.
Yeah,
I feel like ADDEDOGE is capable of getting relatively consistent miscounts, similar miscounts with any of the DDC crap shots. So this is a perfectly reasonable play. It's a little surprising just because we've only seen Reimu B up to now, kind of the practice with Reimu B up to now. So the Marisa A pivot is surprising in that way, but it was not out of the question.
yeah, definitely.
We've also kind of totally glossed over IZNZI with that. Clean stage 1. In Imperishable Night, the last spells do matter. You do have to face them. Yeah.
Yeah, and also solo yokai, the early game is very hard compared to like teams or solo humans mainly because of stage 2's Mystia. But we'll see.
Remilia has enough damage that we're going to see a power cancel strategy for the first wave of Mystia non-2, and then it doesn't get a dangerous wave.
Yeah, IZNZI is dropping a lot of power items here.
Yeah, you just keep slightly lower power. I think you want 124. No, not 124. So yeah, it is 124 into Mystia. So the 3 power items that drop from the first spell that I'll collect during the dialogue take you to 127. So after the following spell, you can power cancel non-2.
Yeah, it is a strategy that we always see IZNZI using, but it is interesting that we can maybe spot 2 very high level low misses here from, but of course the thing is that this matchup that we're seeing immediately puts the pressure actually on IZNZI because of course ADDEDOGE, one of the best players of DDC ever, DDC Survival.
I mean, the pressure is absolutely...
You pretty much have to assume that he has to get a 1 or a no miss to win this because I cannot imagine much of a train wreck coming from ADDEDOGE.
We could see 5 misses. We could see 5 missed DDC, no problem. That is totally reasonable to happen. But that still puts IZNZI in 2 miss or better, which they're totally capable of doing reliably. I would say that the pressure is on ADDEDOGE here, but because kind of they're playing the less consistent game, it just really comes down to their performance more so. Like, they have more mistakes available to make and more places where they're likely to be made.
Yeah, interesting view there. Because the way I see it, ADDEDOGE is the one that can pull off the 1-2 freeze pretty consistently in this game, even with the stupid shots. So that kind of puts the pressure. Oh, I have to LNN or 1 miss on IZNZI's end. At least that's the way I saw it.
Let's double check the stats here, because ADDEDOGE has done 2 DDC runs this TSO, both with Reimu B, and they were 4 miss and 5 miss.
And IZNZI's into Mr. Spell 1. It's very bad with solo yokai because you can't kill the familiars, and last year, like IZNZI died to Mr. Spell 1 and lost the power cancel from Mr. Non 2, but fortunately he got it this time.
Power cancel, there's the misdirect, and this pattern will die before it does anything super dangerous.
Yeah, hopefully.
Very clean.
No, look at Remilia's damage.
Good, yeah.
Nice.
Remilia does have a lot of damage.
Whoa.
Sekibanki is actually making ADDEDOGE work for this.
She's just running away.
But this is the Marisa A range.
It almost timed out. Wow.
I see a question. What else did ADDEDOGE play? PCB Reimu A.
Much more consistent than anything else he usually does.
PCB Reimu A is like the most reasonable shot that he has played normally.
Yeah, on the next stage, which is mostly featureless for both of these until we get to the bosses.
I mean, Midnight Chorus Master is a little spooky.
Yeah, like you have to react to the green.
Some stuff on the next stage, perhaps. Well, let's focus on the bosses for now, because we have. This is the last spell for Mystia. Yes.
Oh, nice. Mystia last spell is very hard, personally.
Yes. So my unscientific opinion here, of course, ADDEDOGE is playing believe the worst shot in the entire series here. But in my sincere
No,
opinion, yeah, sure, he got 4 and 5 before. But we have to consider that as bad as this shot is ADDEDOGE's home turf. Nobody mastered this shot quite like he did, so I believe in him. I believe he can pull off a free, for example. Surely, we'll see that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
let me check the stats from the playtest because we do have some real ADDEDOGE credits
1.6.
using Marisa A
No,
in the
1.6.
playtest. Let me dig that up.
yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's kind of exciting that we are
2
actually
miss, 4 miss,
punching
5
numbers
miss,
midstream.
3 miss, 2 miss, 6 miss, 5 miss. And that's all the runs they had with Marisa A or Sakuya B. That seems to
Wow.
average about 4, which is insane for this shot.
And
we
they're
have
better now
synchronized
than they
mid
were
bosses
before.
here. Yeah, synchronized
Yeah.
mid bosses here.
Sadly,
Well,
one of them is
One of
far more
them's a lot
consequential
harder
other.
than the other.
Yeah, one is more consequential.
Yeah, more like
First gear has
he
K19.
times
instant
this out.
static. Yeah, you can go for a
Ooh.
kill on this with Marisa A, but it is a little risky to go for.
Yeah. And
Of course,
I
the
hate
timeout's
everything
not
about
exactly
this. I hate
safe
everything
either.
about this. Oh my god.
whoa, that was very nice. And you have another like 2 more waves,
5, 4,
and the last
3,
one,
2, 1,
nice.
That's a clean
0,
timeout.
and there we go.
very nice.
Yeah, that was a
And-
very consequential miss for them to skip.
Yeah, and IZNZI is into Kane, which actually is very hard if you're solo yokai because you can't kill the familiars, which makes the nons even more bad.
though, Vermilia's damage does mitigate a lot of the potential issues, like ephemerality here.
Yeah,
It should
yeah,
die before it does anything incredibly consequential.
still really spooky though.
Like- Yeah, I mean, this overlap that would happen is the scary one, but Remy's damage is so high that you just don't face it.
Was about to get bad, but nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, more
That was-
importantly, Kagero.
Yeah, here's the
Kagero
final boss.
is in the conversation for hardest stage 3 boss in the series. I think Sanyo and probably Nareko are harder, but she's up there, and especially
Nareko
bad
is-
shot Kagero.
I feel like Kagero's harder than Sanyo and Nariko.
I think she's harder than Nariko. Nariko is comprehensible at least. This boss is just nonsense.
Yeah.
And nice cap. Every cap
Starfang,
is
you
huge.
can-
Every cap is a
you
miss
kind
that
of
they
switch-
don't have.
Non-2
non-2.
should last 2 waves. It's a fairly nice wave. There's some tech where you can kind of move right with the lanes.
Yeah.
It helps.
Wow,
but
they
there
make
can
this
still
look
be some
so
nasty
smooth and
overlaps.
easy, yeah.
Yeah, there is a way to make non-2 more manageable, but
Although
now
now,
here's
like-
the
Real
Yeah.
professional at work here.
This, I believe, is a 3-wave with this shot with side strat.
Ooh.
Oh, really good decision to hold in the corner there. There was that
There
one
we go.
sniper
Yes,
bullet.
and it's
No,
wow,
two
nice
waves.
17
Waves.
seconds
Two
as well.
waves.
Really fast kill.
Yeah.
okay, but it's
So
not
this
over
is
yet.
Marisa A's strength. That if you can get up close and personal, even just a little bit, you get so much damage. This is
Yeah,
why, she is better than Sakuya B, because she has moments like that kind of make up for the few places where she has nothing else going on.
You know, IHNN, I agree with you, but for some reason that's controversial.
I think if you were to say that a few years ago, it would be very controversial. But at this
Yeah.
point, the consensus is very much that Marisa A's strengths are pretty nice.
Yeah, and
this
like,
should
a lot-
be a Kagero element.
Sakuya B kind of has none.
dude, I don't understand
Nice,
how
that
you.
Kagero LNN is so huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is what I meant by IHNN. This puts the pressure down on Izunozomi because he has to perform. ADDEDOGE just kind of does this.
Well, it's not over because like Ben actually is a threat as Mars.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we're not there yet, though.
Let's compare to Reimu B, right? Reimu B has to deal with Yatsuhashi in stage 4. And also the homing is nice in a couple of places. But mostly, Yatsuhashi at a high level reduces to opener as a mild threat and Requiem. Ben has opener as a mild threat, non-3 as a major threat, and double score as a major threat. Marisa A. Ben is probably worse than Sakuya B. Yatsuhashi.
Yeah.
We have the boss here for IZNZI, Reimu! Reimu is really damn annoying.
But I like Raymond more than Marisa. Like
I can
because of
understand that, but I don't. I don't like. I mean, whatever. I only play Magic Team anyway. Who am I?
sorry,
To say?
I have the biggest Scarlet Team glaze. Like I
Scarlet Team
use
is good.
solo Amelia, I use Scarlet Team and even solo Sakuya.
Yeah, Reimu
Magic
is
Team is the best team,
generally
sorry.
pretty okay. The most
Yeah.
dangerous thing she really has is Blink at the end of her fight, the last
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah,
But this is a
that's-
pattern where people who've practiced it a ton say that after you do it 500 times, you know what to do in every situation, and then you never mess it up again.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope it was that simple.
Yeah, Rimu's more RNG than Marisa because like Marisa. Oh, non two.
What is this open or not?
That's a rough
Actually, well, no, there was second on.
That's a
Yeah.
rough miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just so unexpected. Now this
then we
really
got
opens the
Meek.
gap up.
We got Meek
Yeah.
and
No,
I mean, 'cause this
the
is
white
nowhere near
amulets
as
are
bad as
aimed
Meek.
here. Yeah, the
Yeah,
white
the reason-
amulets are aimed so you can sidestep, and it's just a lot easier to manage.
the reason why Rimu is commonly seen as harder compared
Ooh.
to no.
No way!
Again!
Yeah.
Oh my
Is-
god! This really puts IZNZI on the back foot now.
Oh no.
Two misses.
By
One, two, and
IZNZI
fell two.
standards, this is an absolute unmitigated train wreck.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Will
Like,
they
this
find
is
a
an-
way to compensate?
No, Remilia has the same score for both. For most shots, the difference between Final B and Final A is not actually very significant.
Yeah.
But I mostly mean on the difficult sense because I don't know if we would want to do Kaguya after this. At least I think Kaguya is harder.
The thing is, Aaron is not much better.
yeah.
Well, if it's not much, it's still something, right?
And Remelia
I
has
would figure a man with
depends
such
on who's
dangerous
right.
step would be hungry for opportunities.
Yeah.
They're both
Really?
dangerous. They're both very, very dangerous fights.
Yeah. Among
Here we
stage
have
four, the
Ben.
oh Marisa A Ben.
Yeah, like
Yeah, here's the
I know
start of
Rain
the
was
show
going
again.
on, but so the flamethrower up close, big damage, but you still have to work for non-1. Marisa's speed does
Absolutely,
help.
and this isn't an easy wave at all. And they look at this. Look at the deficit of range here. They chunked
Whoa.
such a massive bit of health just from the opener, but then right now they have done nothing. Look at this.
Yeah,
No progress since the start. And this is probably going to time out. That's so crazy. So
Yeah, no.
great. Don't you love
Marisa's
this?
speed does actually help here in that you can macro the entire note wave a lot easier.
Yeah.
The spell
And
one
the first-
is honestly pretty similar with any shot that faces it.
Yeah, like Sakuya
I
A,
hate this
Reimu
build.
A can like kill this very quickly. Same Marisa A does it a bit longer, but should be
The extra
fine.
waves don't
he does
really
so much
matter.
damage so quickly there because he actually managed to stay at the bottom. Good. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah,
on
final-
to
yeah, we have
You
the
want
final
to kill
spell here
this
for
before
Reimu.
it does anything.
This is one of the
yeah,
easier ones.
it has the least health of all.
No,
the
not
least-
two
Wait,
plays
look
against
at
the
that!
face.
Did you see that?
You have to do that. Like you almost want to misdirect non-2 a little bit to the side, and that's really bad because that's now guaranteed 3 power for non-3 and double score. So
yeah,
those
What
and
power
Marisa
loss?
A. Marisa A suffers from power loss worse than I'd say any other
no,
shot.
Oh,
no.
man. There we go.
Couldn't get the speed
There
kill.
we go. ADDEDOGE, get it together, man. I mean, I know you're not in
You
an
can
enviable
see there's a bit of
position,
a
but
range
still.
loss on the flamethrower. And if there's a non-3 death, it will be even worse for double score because that's 2
Yeah,
power.
2 power.
And the thing is, this
Look at
isn't
this
even
wave, look at this wave,
necessarily
oh my God.
unexpected for Ben. Like Marisa A. Ben is just
Jesus
that
Christ, there we
bad.
go again.
Yeah, this is a train wreck. Well, now we got Blink on IZNZI side, which actually is very well handled, and it's a cat. It should be a cat. Okay, it's a cat now. Reimu, stop moving.
Very
Thank
good
you.
here at ADDEDOGE so far,
Yeah.
making it look easy. Let's hope it
Recovery for
stays this way.
IZNZI, making it out of stage before we go in.
That
Oh,
was a
yeah,
rough
nice
wave.
squeeze there on between the notes.
Really good rest read there for
Yeah.
for
Oh,
Advent as
Ben's
well.
moving far away from.
No,
the
she's running away, she's
flamethrower.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you
that's the
don't want the
problem.
corner waves. The lasers come at such weird angles.
Oh,
That's a
Wow,
crazy
man,
double
he made
score
it look
cap.
so easy,
2
actually.
power. Wow.
There's
2
3 power on
cap,
non-3,
34
2
seconds.
power
That was
after.
so
Wow.
easy for him.
Wow, that's insane.
So I think
Crazy.
3 deaths starts to be the point where getting full power for RNA becomes a bit of a question.
Oh
We have 323 power over here. We'll see. 333.
Yeah, it's hard to get full power now. I mean,
So
it's
not, like 2 deaths
it's-
on Ben, you recover that like without much trouble. A 3rd death and you can start having problems.
He might try the genocide route here to kill everything to get power, maybe.
no, I don't think that.
I
don't
think
that
we
works.
probably make it, but I think it's close.
We'll see. He probably will try to KO more enemies over this.
I mean, this stage section, you'd kind of want to KO stuff anyway. The upcoming one. Anyway, Tay. Tay is definitely the more dangerous thing on screen right now. We have seen deaths to this, and not just Draconic meme dying to this. I think
Yeah.
IZNZI had a pace loss to Tay at one point.
Yeah, she may be
Okay,
like.
safe spot.
Yeah, okay, nice. High rank stage.
Back to power
378.
collection. Yeah, we should be fine on power.
No,
No, we're
392.
not. I
Never mind,
missed
it's
that
fine,
we
it's
are.
fine.
No,
It's
we're
fine.
not. It's not.
393. I think he's stalling for the power. Is that it?
No. Okay. So DDC has 2 things going on here. One of them is that you time down this non to skip an annoying stage section. The other is that if you shoot things unfocused, you get power. ADDEDOGE might not think that they can get to 4 here or that it doesn't matter, but we have 3 power RNA on screen.
Oh.
At least you get a lot of damage. You can. Let's look at the glass half full.
Yeah, but it's not enough. You
No, the
still
thing
have,
is, like
Glass
this is a
half
lot
full.
worse.
yeah.
Definitely yes.
Oh,
but
whoa,
you know,
whoa,
you have
whoa.
to do
Nice
that
read,
on
nice
right
read.
side,
overlap.
yes.
Nice.
14
Good
seconds.
cap
That's still really
anyway,
fast.
but
Oh,
The
no, that's
this section
slow, Femi.
sucks.
That's really slow.
I mean, it
Yeah.
could be much worse. Let's be positive.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Rainbow
Oh,
V kills
be
me
positive.
14.5, if I remember correctly. Good handling on that stage section. You have to work for that with no spread and no homing.
Yeah, that is. Okay. Isn't zombies in Raisin? Raisin should be fine. Raisins.
I feel like those 3 misses really screwed ADDEDOGE over because at this point, LNN isn't that unlikely from IZNZI. So I guess now
There's still the
ADDEDOGE
entire
can be-
final boss to go, Fami. That's like
Yeah.
80% of IN's difficulty.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, but we all know how consistent he is at that.
Yeah, I'd say the average result is probably about 1.2 misses.
Oh, I'm not sure that yet because like Seija is a difficult boss too.
Seija is a difficult boss. Shinmi has some real threats. This could go either way. Like, this could also add misses to both players. It's
I mean,
nowhere near
that's what-
decided, and it's nowhere near, like, either player is, could easily die.
How do you
Reese-
get
Reese-
consistent at this spell? How?
You get used
Wow,
to
I
the
mean,
move.
it's just so easy. It's
You-
so
you just-
easy.
you
Why
just get
doesn't
used
everyone
to
have
it.
LNN in the shot?
The thing is, the spell isn't that hard after you know the gimmick, but the main difficult part of Seija's split spells come from the RNG actually. Because sometimes it just gives you the weirdest gaps after
Yeah,
you like.
spell
And here's
one
the
can give you
actually
some
worse
very-
part of the two.
No,
Yeah,
spell
but
1
then-
is so much worse than spell 2, Fami. Like, it just
No, I hate this one though.
Yeah, you're not
I-
used to how to approach it. When you're used to how to
Oh,
approach
oh,
it, it's
huh.
usually fine, and spell 1 gives you
No.
worse situations. It's not that spell 2 can't kill, it can. It's just that it's less likely to.
I
No.
feel. I don't know. I
I hate
find both.
this one.
Okay, spell tree. Recent spell tree personally is it's a route, yes, but I still don't understand how to like misdirect those things yet.
I mean, and also
Anyways.
Dreambow at the same time.
Yeah,
Dreambow's really
Dreambow.
bad.
That's such good reading.
Oh, no.
Please just die. Please, enough. That's enough.
Tree
That's
power
enough.
Dreambow.
Enough. Oh my god.
Very nice.
4 power,
Hey.
please. But wow, it's this spell. This spell.
Change air brave.
Change air brave for this is probably really bad for the range, actually.
It's better than you'd think because you can be close more often than you'd think, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's little things like this, which is.
oh, isn't
makes
zombies on
Rainbow
remote
Beach
rabbit?
No.
Yeah, remote
Yeah.
rabbit can be a bit of a problem if you miss position. IZNZI
Yeah.
is not likely to. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's the
should
more
die.
likely miss
There you
on
go.
and now, yeah.
2 into 6.
Remeliant
Six.
that kills Remote Rabbit so
With
fast.
Change Air Brave, with about 10 seconds left on the timer, Seisha has the ability to reverse a lane as you're moving into it. Let's see if that happens here. It does.
Oh, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa.
ADDEDOGE handles it perfectly.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
final-
really.
final
Usually
game.
want to kill before that. So we have a game
IZNZI's
here.
Really,
IZNZI.
close. Just so close now.
I'm glad
ADDEDOGE
IZNZI is
barely
choosing
holding on to the
the
lead.
base
Four to
stage
two.
6 because like I'm sorry, Kaguya's just better than Aaron. I'm sorry.
No.
The thing about the IN final bosses is that nobody can agree on which is harder because they have their difficulty at different times and in different ways. It's only things like Solo Reimu where, like, or Solo Humans in general, where something like Buddhist Diamond is a lot worse, and on Aaron and Tooming is a lot nicer. So you get some differences out of that.
Yeah.
Good safe spot from ADDEDOGE. Should be very clean to Seisha when she shows up again.
Let's hope for the best here from both players, but this is so close now. Everything could happen.
Do not die to this stage 6 Midnon. I still don't understand how people read that though.
The gaps unfold the same way, so there's a lot of stuff in Touhou that you just get used to, and it stops being that threatening.
Yeah.
Okay, Seija Midnon 1 is
It's one of those. You get used to it.
Yeah, it's fine after experience, but it's still very scary. And then the
Yeah,
Midnon.
I die so much to that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
but-
almost synchronized final bosses.
And Kaguya non 1 is basically like EOSD. It
Both
can
of
wall
these
you.
final bosses are so front-loaded.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Remy's damage comes in handy.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here we
On
go.
one,
That's a
Shinny.
terrible
No!
one for Shinny. Why did
Uh,
you do that?
I took a look out to the left side, and it was, I think it was pretty good if you just go out to the left. But
Oh,
that's a
The
lead
front
change.
was completely
Oh,
covered.
no. 3 power
Yeah, the
thorny
Frank will
path.
give you bad overlaps.
And you got
Yeah.
3 power thorny path. Big.
Uh,
Yeah.
Please, ADDEDOGE, pull it together. This is so tight for both players now. Any miss changes the score drastically from both ends here.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, now,
Yeah.
but this diamond.
Cool.
Very nice.
And
Like,
here
Shinny
are
was very
BD.
nice there.
Okay, but this diamond, please do not. Ooh!
My
Buddhist
God,
Diamond
they-
doing Buddhist Diamond things.
Oh,
There's
no!
a death lead change.
Again, every
No.
miss here is so important.
No!
So,
that's just-
unfortunately, that is not a miss. That's not a miss. It gives ADDEDOGE a miss back. If ADDEDOGE dies, the lead changes again. The next miss from IZNZI gives back 2. IZNZI really,
That's so
really
rough.
cannot afford another miss.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
why,
for-
everyone, this is why every miss here is way more important now than ever. This is such a tight, close match.
Yeah, fortunately, like the rest of the Kaguya fight is not as hard, but still difficult. Like, because we still have LSI and Rising
There's
World.
Rising World.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd say
and
the
LSI.
same is true for Shinmi, though. The real threats that are left are non-4 and the final, and those are honestly more nerves checks than things that you're likely to die to.
ADDEDOGE
IZNZI
doesn't
has
promo
Rising
like
World
though.
ahead.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I don't
promo.
think.
Please just finish this,
Oh, no.
ADDEDOGE! Oh my god! This
Uh,
takes forever. Just
No,
die.
Yeah, you have to play this spell safe. You have to, or you will
Yeah,
wall
or-
yourself.
Yes.
You do not have any other choice.
And
LSI.
LSI. If IZNZI misses, it's most likely over.
There's still a good amount of things for IZNZI to do here.
But
I
it's
mean,
a cap,
as
it's cap,
well,
it's
this
cap.
as well for ADDEDOGE, but you know,
It lasts so long with the weaker shots, but you do the
Okay,
same
now,
thing. It's pretty
Shiny
fine.
Needle Sword.
Shiny Needle Sword, you also do the same thing, and it's pretty much fine.
Yeah.
shiny happy people.
And Horai Jewel is, you really just do the same thing. No, that was the wrong way to go. Lead change.
This is gonna be like a ping pong match at this rate.
Well, wow, 0.1 lead for IZNZI.
So the nice thing for ADDEDOGE here is if ADDEDOGE dies again, that death doesn't matter. As long as it's just one more. That is the one small nice thing here. So the pressure is basically on IZNZI to get the last spell rush. Like this really is. Get the last spell rush, you win the match. Miss the last spell rush, you lose.
Yeah, well, how fitting that IN is decided at the last spells.
Yeah, okay. Now, Kaguya last spell shouldn't be that hard until Rising World. But
yep, they should be consistent, but we have seen deaths to most of them over time.
Excluding LS4 Graces.
Yeah, ADDEDOGE knows the Marisa hitbox for the survival, so no surprises there.
Yep.
So last spell too, IZNZI did a lineup with the dialogue box.
I still do not understand the lineup. Oh,
you just line up at the bottom of the dialogue box, read one wave, and the other wave dodges you.
ADDEDOGE likes to do this ethically, right?
Yeah, you can honestly get away with doing almost anything you want on Wall of Isan.
The thing is, it's just not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only time I remember someone dying to it is on TWC 2021, where Yachts died on.
2 to go.
Okay.
The pressure is on.
And we also have Isunboshi on ADDEDOGE side. The green orbs are being nice so far.
I'm honestly not paying attention to
really gonna cost ADDEDOGE, isn't it?
This Rising World is basically the decider. ADDEDOGE will not die twice here. This is the match. Can IZNZI capture Rising World?
Yeah.
And ADDEDOGE caps Isunboshi, but
that overlap.
Rising World.
Oh no, that's a miss!
ADDEDOGE wins! Left!
No,
the lead goes back to ADDEDOGE, and ADDEDOGE defeats IZNZI!
No.
And we get the ending.
No, wait.
That's a miss. 3 seconds left thereabouts.
That was a miss. He just went back to the bullet.
That wasn't an easy way to
that's not the winner.
It wasn't.
ADDEDOGE is the winner.
Yeah. we kind of a little bluff here. I guess we assumed the wrong winner. The math still add up. ADDEDOGE, there we go. But DDC Marisa 6 miss over IZNZI. ADDEDOGE smiley face. Over IN Vermilia 4 miss from IZNZI. Wow, that was decided literally at the last second.
We have a new best match, I think.
Wow.
That missed a shiny needle sword, shiny happy people was almost the deciding factor. Wow.
I think what happened there was ADDEDOGE expected it to die, didn't know what to do, and then just made one wrong decision on which way to go, one moment of hesitation. It will kill you if you do that.
Stage 4 was a bit bad. You did your best, man. Whoa. I mean, the match spoke for itself. What do you guys feel?
IZNZI is 2-2.
Can we discuss the possibility of them getting disqualified from the bracket? Is that gonna happen?
The most likely outcome is they just eliminate whoever they face.
Yeah, like
there's now a death draw.
Yeah, remember that death?
No, there's a death draw in the 2-2 record now. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy match.
Well, 3-1 for ADDEDOGE, 2-2 for IZNZI, who now faces the prospect of either a low seed, which would be good for him, or elimination.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to the bracket ADDEDOGE. And I'm sorry to whoever IZNZI's round 5 opponent is. Possibly myself.
Wow.
Well,
uh,
you could possibly save the bracket phase if you don't let him get low seed. How about that? How about that prospect? Bracket qualifying match. I don't know. That wasn't Rainbow. Missed to. It was missed to. Second non. Bizarre death there on second non. Second spell. And then after that, it was a Rising World. Was that it? Wait, I forget.
Buddhist Diamond as well.
Oh yeah, that was Buddhist Diamond. Almost killed him like 5 times over.
And meanwhile, ADDEDOGE had that 3-miss Ben.
With these runs, I won't get far. ADDEDOGE, you got it in you. Yeah, Seisamo versus Chicken Butt in less than 30 minutes.
Double SA.
Yeah, this is the undefeated match. Like, these are the only players who have not lost yet. One of them will lose.
Yeah, both of them are already qualified, of course. But, I mean, technically, if you lose, you get a lower seed, and that's only to your interest. Maybe, I don't know. You get a harder first match and an easier rest of it. I don't know.
No. You want to do the best you can, and not. I think the bracket is going to be just complete chaos from the first round.
I mean, there is really no opponent in the bracket. No, there won't be, of course.
The main thing I think you want is, as far as the bracket goes, is to just not be on the same side with as many of the top 5 as possible. Because in terms of results so far, we've had 5 players kind of pull away from everybody else. We just witnessed 2 of them. We will witness 2 of them again here. And I'm facing the last one tonight!
Cool. Yeah. Well, the thing is, of course, the traditional, technically, the players that are on the lower seeds are technically, they're not as big championship contenders as the others. But, we're facing right now the prospect of IZNZI potentially getting a 7th or an 8th seed. And he was the runner-up last year. That's in no way correct for him then.
Okay, but look at what they have had to face. Like, they lost to a 1-miss. They lost this round, which is kind of their worst singular performance. But that's just the nature of TSO. It's a high variance format.
I think I hate Rainbow. We noticed, yeah.
Yeah. Fortunate. Rainbow is like more RNG compared to Marisa, so things happen.
Yeah, well, that was a really cool match, of course. We had a lot of live analysis during the match as well, which was interesting. A lot of the meta game actually got shown pretty well here. It's cool.
This is what happens when you know the numbers. You can explain the numbers. This is why I was put in charge of the numbers.
I predicted a 3-miss here for ADDEDOGE, but sadly he 3-missed just to Ben, I think. So.
You just don't understand DDC. You just don't understand DDC. It's an brutally unforgiving game, and like 3 misses.
I know, but I want to believe in my man here, my man ADDEDOGE, the Marisa master of all masters.
Cool. No, but like 3 miss Marisa A Ben, that's totally within the realm of expected.
I don't know. That's not that unexpected.
That bad.
It sadly is expected, as we saw. It was really nasty. Everything was nasty there on everything that killed him. The final, he will be handled really well, though, even with 2 power. Again, impressive.
The Seisha Spell 2 death and the Shining Needle Sword death were both definitely clear mistakes. Everything else, I think, was totally justified.
Yeah, it was totally justified. It was a really nasty ban. Actually, it was to what in Ben again? Was we're discussing that.
Non-2, non-3 double score. And the non-2 death, like, non-2 is the single word. Wait, no. It was non-2, spell 2, non-3. And then a 2-power double score cap. I'm just so used to double score being a death because it so often is.
And then it was after that was to Seija 2, and then
Shinming non 1,
Shinming non 1, and then after that Shining Happy People for some reason.
Yeah, and
That was pretty
IZNZI's
sad.
myths were the Reimu ones were very sad, but the Reimu Spell was a very mean wave. The Rising World was a very mean wave. Buddhist Diamond was a very mean wave.
Oh yeah, also I gotta say, of course, Izuzomi just before the stream got Mystic Square, Mima LNN. Hooray! Congratulations.
Should have played Mystic Square instead.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he wasn't consistent at it. Also, he has weaker metrics, doesn't it?
Yeah, we should probably start wrapping this up because I mean, there was so much to talk about with this match because so much happened. It was such a high stakes match, and
so much to do, so much to see.
IZNZI, 2 wins, 2 losses. I don't think anyone would have predicted that coming in, but that's TSO. Anything can happen.
Very good. Yeah, well, let's sign off then and leave it to the other commentators for the next match. Seisumo versus Chicken Butt in 21 minutes flat.